What's up, guys? Welcome to the CyberHype. We are your hosts, Toshi, Vasilis, and Adonis, and this is your geek culture destination.
If you guys are into gaming, anime, tech, sci-fi, geek shit, you found the right channel.
And we will be live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to tune in for some geek culture shit, this is the place to be. So tune in, boy, to the CyberHype.
Yeah.
Right here. Episode 4. V, thoughts. Episode 4, God of High School. How are you feeling about it? What's going on?
4 episodes in, and my initial concerns have been slightly magnified about pacing and I guess just pacing is the main thing for me. I felt like this episode probably could have been 3, and it probably would have been great as 3.
Okay.
You could have got 2 character backstories, 1 each episode, and then 1 fight episode.
Okay.
And I think it would have been great. It would have made the fight have more impact instead of just getting that little clip at the end. I was like, really? So we tried to show the impact of why he's gonna go on this rampage, but we didn't. We kind of grazed over it. I'm pretty sure it.
Real quick. Just for us, let's try to keep spoilers to a 0. Because I know right now you're speaking in generality, which is cool. So and that's fine. I just want to make sure that people in the chat know that we're not going to go into spoilers. We're not going to tell you what happened. We're just going to give you our kind of general thoughts, which V is doing at the moment, by the way. So I just want to continue. My bad.
I forgot where I was.
You said that you were talking about the separating of them as far as the stories go.
Yeah, I think it just would have been fine as 3 episodes instead of cramming it into 1. And like I said, I understand that in the manhwa, it's probably more fleshed out. But I'm not really sure. Are they trying to fit all this into like a season or like a certain amount of chapters into a season?
That's what sucks is I'm not sure how much of the manhwa they're putting into a season. That's right. So I don't even know how far they're really going to go.
Right.
Which, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's a 24 episoder, not a 12. But some reason I feel like they're gonna do a 12. For some reason, I feel like they're trying to pack a lot of information in the first season.
Joseph said it's 13.
12. 13.
13 for how many chapters?
See, a lot because they're already a lot in.
How many chapters you got? A lot.
So it's probably about 6 or 7 chapters.
6 or 7 chapters per episode, yeah.
Dude.
But the chapters in manhwa are not long though.
They're not long for sure. They're not long, and there's a lot more information as well.
Yeah.
So what they're doing is giving us like literally quick shots of info.
We got Trina with the 1-month tier sub. Appreciate you, Trina. Thank you.
Trina is a real one.
Through September. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, she did a 3-month, or was that a?
Their tier 1 subscription through September. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Trina's a real one.
For sure.
The realest of the realest.
The realest of the realest. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting very skeptical as well, Vasilis, after this last episode as well. I'm kind of like I'm hoping they don't. I'm just hoping that they don't fuck this up.
Yeah,
because I know
the
how
first
good
3 episodes did a phenomenal job of keeping my attention.
Yes, the potential for this series is on another level. So I'm really hoping they can get their point across with proper storytelling.
Yeah,
it's now. I don't think it's like it's just. I think the pacing could have been fixed if they just would have. If they really had to throw all that in 1 episode, I think they could have somehow figured out the partitioning of the information they gave us better. Instead of trying to put so much emphasis on one thing and then shoving everything else on the back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement, and I feel I disagree at the same time. I disagree at the same time because I don't know what the manhwa is supposed to be telling us. So,
Same.
viewing from what I've seen in the anime, I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I feel like we're getting like what we got at the very end of the episode. You know, the resolution of the main part of this episode, I thought was cool. We got a little bit more of Mira's story, a little bit of the importance of what she's doing and why she was doing it. So I like that. I like that it kind of tied into some of the cultural things that maybe we're not used to. The kind of like marrying for certain reasons or relationships and stuff like that. So I thought that was interesting. But the conclusion of the episode, there was, while I agree with V, I feel like it was we had already touched on some of the stuff in the episode prior with that character, and when you go back and see that again and where that person's at, and then seeing that fight take place, I thought was actually really interesting. Of like tension. It was like, holy fuck, like he's losing it right now. Not losing it, but he's desperate is what I got. Like he's really desperate, and it's almost showing like I have to do what I have to do. And it almost showed like the nature of people needing to do what they feel they need to do. Like she thought she needed to do X, Y, and Z for the reason why she was doing it. And at the end of the episode, he's doing the same thing. I'm going to do what I feel I need to do to make this happen for the person I'm doing this for. And you obviously see my man's at the end of the episode, Jin Miro was like, Jin Mori was like, oh shit, like, bro, like he was just like kind of, he didn't know what to say. It seemed like he was just kind of like,
he didn't know what to say, but you saw he was disappointed.
He was disappointed, but you also, it almost felt like, and even what's his name, as he was walking off, he felt like,
oh, he wasn't proud of what he did.
Exactly. And I think that was it. There was a moment of realization that there can only be a winner of this. Like it was a realization of like, yeah, we're becoming something, but at the same time, there can only be one winner for this. So, like,
but I think it's how he went about doing it, because it was.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything to spoil it, but
yeah.
But
I feel like
how he did it, I think, is what is scary and what everybody is just so alarmed at.
Yes, I agree, and I think that's why I liked it so much. I liked the episode quite a bit because of those.
I like it, but it just this.
But again, and I feel
too
like,
little emphasis on that part.
No, I get it, but I feel like because they only touched on that relationship once before in a previous episode, it felt like it felt like it fit to me. They touched on it in the previous episode. We saw him engage with that person. Okay, we know that this person means something to him. Awesome. And then we see him go back to that person. Oh shit, this is what's going on. And now he's going for broke. He's like, this is it. Like, I feel like it made sense predicated on how much time was spent on that prior. So for me, it didn't feel like it was rushed. It felt like it was adequate because we've already touched on a little bit of it in the past, and we're touching on a little bit of it now. We saw it turn for the worst, and now he was like, fuck this. I need to make something happen. So for me, it made sense. For me, it felt okay. But I do agree with you that they are riding a very, very thin line of moving too quickly with things that could really matter and that could impact progression of the story of these characters to make them actually feel like we want to care about them. So because I
The
feel
end
like
could have carried more weight. It could have carried a lot more weight.
I agree.
Because I felt it, even though it felt like it was just grazed through. So I was like, man, this could have been so much better.
Here's my question: was the focus meant to be you were supposed to care about the actual the battle at the end, or was it? Or
yeah, it's to build like to empathize with the parties involved, right. And then throw you in this emotional tussle. And then in that episode, have you say, yes, I want this, but no, I really want this. But no, I want this. And then you see the mental struggle on the character side that has the mental struggle. And then you see the craziness happen. And then it just that I think that would have carried more emotional weight and more impact in the story if they would have done it like that. If it was just like more time. I just wanted maybe one more episode.
Yeah, I honestly think this could have been 2 episodes. Easy. Easy.
I feel like all of these episodes could have been 2 episodes.
I would have been. I mean, you've read it, so and I feel like you're definitely in the writer's camp of this. In the same way, when people, like I said before, when you read something and you have all the information,
right,
and now you're animating or bringing something into live action, things have to be removed, and this is for people that don't do film or aren't into film at all, this is the struggle when adapting things to screenplay. So understand, you cannot put everything in there. You can't. There's no way that you can take 400 pages of a novel and say 2 hours. There's no way you can do it. Things have to go. So it's finding what is vital to the story and what things can be supported in other mediums, like the manhwa. How can we get more of that detail? Okay, where there's a manhwa that explains more detail of what's going on. But for the anime, we have to remove things. We have to. So it's finding what that balance is. So there's always going to be, to Toshi's point, when you've read a story, okay, what are they going to remove? If you can always go in with that mindset of they're going to remove stuff, now it becomes like, okay, how are they going to adapt this to anime? There's very few things that are written for a live adaptation that you read prior. Attack on Titan being one of those things. It was written to be animated. And you can tell by reading it that it's written to be animated. Like, they don't leave anything out. It's literally a reading of the anime. Like, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. So, but that's a rarity though. Like, I feel that's a rarity, especially because most people are writing books and the books get adapted to a movie or a show. You know what I'm saying? So, V, question. You watched Tower of God.
Yeah.
4 episodes in. Obviously, we're not going to be like, oh, 4 episodes. Actually, I bring it up. Let's actually bring it up where the 4th episode was in Tower of God. But off of the top of your head, 4 episodes in, where do you think it stacks against Tower of God? Do you think? Because 4 episodes in,
I like this more than Tower of God.
We're the Green April in the episode 4 of Tower of God. We're in the crown fight in the 4th episode of Tower of God. So for you, you're saying you would rather go.
It's weird because I felt like Tower of God's pacing was probably better than this currently, but I like this more. Okay. I like God of High School more currently.
Nice. Okay.
But I really like Tower of God.
I mean, I fuck with, both, but I'd like.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I like what you call it a lot better than Tower of God, though. I can't think of the name of this show. God of High School.
God of High School?
Yes. I enjoy God of High School more than Tower of God.
Okay.
One, because I am reading it.
Okay.
But also I relate with it a lot more at the same time.
Right.
So that's another reason as well. It's not just, and
you're a martial artist, so and it's
correct.
Talking about Taekwondo.
It's literally Taekwondo.
You actually studied. So it's actually fire.
Yeah, so it's legit. So I'm like, okay, this This is fire. I mean, Tower of
So
God. I feel
can
like
I
Adonis
expect
like
to
Tower
see
of
you
God
pull
way
off
more
some of
than
those
me.
moves?
Like reversal taekwondo. Can I see you do a
Yeah.
triple kick guy in the
Oh
face in the air?
shit!
Yeah, bro. I want to see it.
I
Send
have
me the
kicked
like to
somebody
see
vid.
out
that,
the air
guys.
before, though. I have.
Hey, we could try it, bro. Let's try it.
Who
Wanna
wants to
try
see
it?
Toshi kick me in the face? Just as hard as he can. Who would want to see that? Let me know in the chat.
Hey, bro. Who's subscribing for that? Subscribe for kicks.
I'll do it for free. Just tell me you want to see it. We'll do it.
Bro,
Fuck
I'll
it.
Do it for free?
YOLO,
I'll do it
bro.
for free. For free.
You gonna do it for free? You gonna get kicked?
Bruh.
Man.
I like Vasilis, but no. Yo, yeah. I think I'm in the opposite though. I think 4 episodes in, I think I'm feeling Tower of God more than God of High School. Even though I really like God of High School. I think I'm the opposite. But both of them I feel are really fucking dope. I'm enjoying them both quite a fucking bit. So yeah, and
It's
again,
the
because
webtoon.
they feel so different, which is awesome. So
Yeah,
fucking
they
awesome.
do.
They're
They
so
really do.
different. So fucking different. So I'm glad that we're getting 2 completely different vibes for these shows. But yeah, guys, let us know in the chat how you guys felt about episode 4 of God of High School. Were you guys liking it? Do you agree with V and Tosh that pacing is just a little too fucking fast right now and needs to slow the fuck down? Take a breather. Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts.